Industry Insiders, what's going on? This is Chris Green, back with episode 3 for Life of an Actor 365. Do apologize, I missed a week on you guys. I was in Atlanta trying to get some stuff done and do a little bit of work, because that's what it's about, you know, getting that work done. Shout out to JR and Russell for allowing me to do this. I think they've created a great group. A lot of you guys post some good videos, keep them coming. And keep motivated, man, because we need people that are motivated in the industry to make things happen. An interesting topic that a lot of people want to talk about, a lot of people want to discuss, and I'm going to give my point of view on it from my experience dealing with the site for well over 10 years now. Today we're going to be discussing IMDb, or the Internet Movie Database. So, IMDb, interesting because a lot of actors, that's their end-all be-all. Especially when they're starting out. It's like, oh, if I'm on IMDb, then I'm an actor. IMDb is a tool, like anything else that you will use as an actor. IMDb is just a tool. And like any tool, if you don't know how to use it properly, it's not going to work to your advantage. Pro is a good tool to have. IMDb Pro and IMDb are two separate things. IMDb is like the Google for the movie world. A lot of the general public knows about it. Industry people use it. It's one of those things to where, you know, they search somebody's name, you know, Chris Green, I want to see what he's done, who he's worked with, that sort of thing. As an actor yourself, having IMDb Pro is good because it gives you access to, you know, looking up agents in your area, looking up casting directors, looking up what directors are working on projects if you want to submit to it, things of that nature. Say, for example, John Smith puts the casting up and you go, all right, I want to find some information about this casting, I want to see how I can get involved with it. And you look up John's information, he has all these IMDb credits. As an actor, you have to check the validity of those credits. You want to go and look it up. So you hop on IMDb Pro, check and see who he's cast, what film he's cast, what budgets they've had. Most of that stuff is going to be on IMDb. It may not be to the exact dollar amount or to the point, but it's trustworthy enough. Basically, at that point, when you look that information up, you'll see, hey, okay, you know, he's done some good stuff, let me submit to this. Or, you know, I don't know, let me pass. Depends on what kind of level actor you are at, but you definitely want to use that tool to your advantage. Also using the tool as far as finding agents, you know, looking up agents in your area, looking up their websites, seeing their roster, seeing who's on their roster, checking who they've worked with. Industry news on there. That's another good thing about IMDb. They have industry news on there from Backstage, Variety, Hollywood Reporter, publications that you know, talk about the industry. You can also find out information in regards to casting. They now have the casting service on IMDb Pro, so you can see what films are casting in your area, things of that nature. So it's good to have IMDb Pro and to be familiar with IMDb as an actor. As far as promoting yourself via IMDb and putting your photos up, your resume, Facebook, Twitter, yada, yada, yada. Again, a tool. It is good to have that. The biggest mistake a lot of actors get hung up on is my IMDb ranking. If it's really, really low, that's a good. If it's up there above 5,000 or whatever, you know, that's really good. IMDb is a search engine. The more different IP addresses search your name on IMDb, the higher your rating goes. The way IMDb regulates this is if you have the same IP address searching your name, then it lowers your ranking. A lot of actors think, okay, well, you know, if I get on there and search myself, you know, 3 or 4 times, you know, that's not good for you. And honestly, any casting director, and I've heard this argument before, depending on the level of the production, and I say this again, depending on the level of the production, the casting director does not care about your ranking on IMDb in the sense of, oh, I gotta see them. The main thing the casting director is looking for is your credits, how good they are, or if they're quality, just like they would look on your resume. And the only extra step IMDb gives them, opposed to just a regular hard copy resume, is the fact that they can click on that movie and see who's worked on it. At an independent level, it does have some sort of effect, or to a smaller budget studio movie, it does have some sort of effect. For example, yourself and another actor or actress in your breakdown, you know, it comes down to you two as far as the film. Me as a producer, I'm going to look at that and I'm going to say, okay, well, her IMDb ranking is lower than her IMDb ranking. So that's good. That means, you know, she has a lot more people looking at her. If it comes down to your resumes are stacked evenly, your audition tapes were equally as good, you both have a good look, then maybe at that point in time your IMDb star meter will matter, because at that point it's going to be, well, right now this person's hot. People are familiar with them for whatever reason, their YouTube channel, whatever. I'm going to go with them because that's going to sell more tickets. I think that is the only time that is going to matter as far as your star meter. Now, for casting directors to say that it doesn't matter at all, I don't necessarily agree with that, because again, from a producer standpoint, I'm about making a return on my profit. And how am I going to make a return on my profit as far as movie-wise? I gotta sell tickets. In order to sell tickets, we all know movie posters sell tickets, trailers sell tickets. I gotta have recognizable names in there, or I gotta have people that are hot right now. So from a business standpoint, it does help. Actors, don't get psyched into the okie doke, man. Don't get caught up in that hype of, oh, we're not gonna pay you, we're not gonna, you know, cover your travel, but we're gonna give you an IMDb credit. And obviously, some of my more experienced actors, you guys know this game, you know the drill. But for some of you newer cats, please don't get caught up in the hype. That is not a bonus. Because let me tell you something, there's not one actor that'll probably disagree with me on this. A lot of us have IMDb credits we wish we could get rid of. Trust me, I wish I can get rid of a lot of them on mine. Once it's up there, it's up there. It's very hard to get it removed from IMDb. Very, very hard. You have to have a very good reason other than I hate that movie, it sucked. In regards to IMDb being a perk, if it's a quality project, it's going to be listed on IMDb anyway. If it's a quality project, or they're going to festivals with it, anything like that, it's going to be listed on anyway, which means you're going to get it anyway. There's pros and cons to everything. The pros, definitely have an IMDb Pro, gives you access to casting directors, agents, talent agencies, managers, industry news, being able to check the validity of a production you're working on, see if it's listed on there. Also being able to market yourself. The cons, that star meter thing about, you know, when you see somebody else's star meter go up, you know, don't sweat that. They're hot right then, or they may have paid for it. You know, but don't get hung up on that. That's not, you know, the best thing in the world. Again, it's not a complete negative, but it's not something that you should focus on. The star meter is one of those funny little things that's just kind of like, if you know how to use it right, it'll work for you, but for most purposes, it's just for show. It's a popularity contest. That's like somebody's Facebook page having 10,000 likes. Okay, they could have 10,000 likes, but that doesn't make them any better or worse of an actor than you. Industry Insiders, the group on Facebook, you'll find the link below. Make sure you join the group. Very informative stuff on there, very good contributors on there that give you all sorts of information from their experiences, whether you're stage, commercial, film, TV, whatever. Good stuff on there. Get in touch with me. My Facebook link is below. Check out my IMDb. The link will be below there to see my work experience. On YouTube, my YouTube link is below there as far as, you know, if you want to see any type of commercials or work that I've done. You can also get at me through my production company, Detour Entertainment. The information will be there below. We do reels, we do headshots, we do photo shoots, we do coaching, whatever services actors need, pretty much we can handle that. We help you guys out with marketing, things of that nature, and cover information as far as IMDb listings. And lastly, Life of an Actor, that's what I do this for, man. That's what it is. The website is going to be listed below. Make sure you guys go to the website. We got shirts for sale that go to proceeds as far as benefiting and keeping, you know, the arts alive in our communities, whether it's helping out with stage plays or films or anything like that, but it's all geared towards actors, scholarships, things of that nature. So please support the movement, #LOAA. You guys will see it. If you guys want me to cover any sort of topics, please go to Industry Insiders Facebook group and post them on there. You know, I do this weekly, and I do it for you guys as well as for myself to remind myself of the things that I've experienced and gone through. So I look forward to seeing y'all on episode 4, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.